Jims, you still here? I'm gonna wait for you to come back, Jims. I'm waiting for you, Jims. I'm not lighting the spliff until you come back, okay? I want Jims. I want its Jims back in this live stream so I can finish my story. Come back, it's Jims. Come back to me, Jims. It's Jims, come back. You're gonna blame it all on me. Damn yeah, Jims. Damn yeah. My phone died, brother. I thought I had it plugged in. It fell out. My phone died. I'm back though. Don't even worry about it. Alright, so check this. Let me light this split back up. I left off and I cleared his name, right? And everything was cool. You know, he was drinking really heavily. He was drunk through practice. Whatever, you know, but we were getting like a few songs down, you know. I can't judge him for not being able to get a bunch, you know. But me, Agent K and I, my drummer, Agent K, that's his name. Him and I, we had a project called Hot Brew, cold brew and then hot brew, where him and I would get a whole fuck ton of songs down, like a lot of songs down. Good ones, and I was writing originals, and Crash just couldn't get the originals down. He couldn't get the other songs we were writing, or he wasn't interested in them, you know, and it's like, okay, whatever. Come to find out, he'd been stealing weed from me. He had been stealing beer from me. You know, he had been drinking all of my liquor. He had been drinking other bandmates' beer and liquor. All of it. Not a little. All of it. They have the safety of leaving their booze in my shed, and homie would fucking spend the night and drink them all. Yes, like a true addict. Thank you. Now coming with disrespecting and dishonoring my property came with dishonoring the people that lived on the property. It started with minor disrespect towards me, you know, pushing my buttons, getting me aggravated. And it's not hard to get me mad, you know. I know I have a bit of an anger problem, but exactly. And then it was I would be helping my father with something while he's over here, like with one of the vehicles, you know, and he'd complain the whole time if he showed up while I was doing it and be like, oh my God, this is so boring. When are we gonna start practice? I'm so bored. I'm like, whatever. And then it got to the point where he was disrespectful to my wife and was like, hey, when are you gonna make me food? I'm hungry. My girlfriend, we're both hungry. When's food gonna be done? When's dinner gonna be done? Hounding her about it like she's some sort of servant. And then being like, yo, why hasn't anyone offered my girlfriend a drink yet? Or the girlfriend being like, why hasn't anyone offered me a drink yet or made me a drink? Like we fucking served them or something. Everyone else, BYOB, bring your own beer and shit. They should fucking too. Yes, thank you. And I fucking, after that, I told him, I was like, yo, I have a fucking problem with you, okay? You disrespected my wife, you disrespected my family, you disrespected me, you disrespected my household. You are just being a fucking dick. And I checked him, you know? Because I ain't got fucking time for it. And he was terrified of that. He had not been checked before. So I checked him. And he got all fucking worried about like, oh my God, I hope everything's cool, I'm so sorry. And fucking, he had been like bitching about me. So there was a live show that night at a bar that we all wanted to go to. And this all happened that same night. And he had thought I wasn't gonna show up or something. And he had been talking like a little bit of shit. And then I pull up. Because I don't give a fuck. He is. And water under the bridge after that, you know, like he apologizes to me, I make him apologize to my wife, and everything's cool. Apologies are huge. You fuck up, okay, that's aggravating. At least have accountability to apologize for your fuck up. Because accountability is just as big as honesty in my book, you know? Time goes on. He continues his drinking, everything like that, and we start making rules. Like, hey, how about we don't drink during practice, we stave it after, we have sober practice, try to get more songs down. We could only get the 4 songs down that we had the whole time. No new originals, no new anything, no polishing up, no getting better. In fact, those songs got worse. I got better at singing it and playing it. Agent K got better at playing it, and he also sings it at the same time, which is really impressive on the drums. And then the infamous day came. Another practice. They pull up, he's already drunk. Okay. We start hanging out, having practice, and we do like 2 songs. I show him originals that Agent K and I had started writing, and he was just being like really disrespectful. Agent K had also just gotten a new vehicle, and I was like, yo, that's fantastic, dude. Good for you. It's an awesome vehicle. You know, he loves the vehicle. And Crash was like, oh, you got a vehicle? What is it? Tells him what it is, and he's like, those things are shit boxes. Those suck. And it's like, 1, you don't know if it's a fucking shit box. You've never seen it. 2, it's not a shit box. It runs, drives, has no rust, and it fucking works. 3, Crash, you don't have a fucking car. You don't have a license. You don't have room to fucking talk shit about somebody else's car or driving ability or anything like that, because you can't. Not that you aren't able to. The state won't let you. You're not allowed to, right? Which is whatever. Already kind of puts me in a bad mood. He shows up, and we start practicing, and then we start playing Enter Sandman by Metallica, which I love Metallica. I'm not the best at playing Metallica. None of us have ever even tried playing that song together before. And Agent K and I are doing the best we can. And Crash says, wow, man, you suck at playing this. You're really sucking at playing guitar today. And then, like, says, you can't play this song. You're playing it wrong. You're playing it all wrong, blah, blah, blah. And starts putting the microphone that's hooked up to the PA system up to the radio. And that will blow my whole fucking system. That will destroy my system, right? So I tell him, yo, don't do that. And he starts fucking with me, like, oh, what are you gonna do? Like, panning in and out. And I fucking stop. I turn around and I say, have you ever been punched in the fucking face before? Because I'm about to punch you in the fucking face. And he stopped. I stopped playing music. I said, I'm done. They went home, and I kicked them out of the fucking band. So I kicked him out. I told him, hey, I have no interest in pursuing music with you anymore. I have no interest in pursuing a friendship anymore. I wish you the best, but, you know, this is where we part ways. Just like that. That's the specific message I sent. He has a whole meltdown, whatever, and I don't give a shit after that point. Yep. But that is the story of... Oh, the new singer, by the way, is Agent K's mom, and she's awesome. Her name is Agent A, because I'm not going to tell you guys their real names, but Agent K and Agent A, love them. Exactly, what did he expect that was going to happen? I even told him previously, when he was first fucking up, look, I don't mind you acting like this. I don't mind you doing these things. I don't mind you living your life however you want. But if you want to continue doing that, you can do it away from me somewhere else with other people. Because I'm not going to put up with it. You know? I don't want you to change. I just don't need that in my environment. I am in control of who I spend my time with. And if you're an asshole, I don't want to fucking hang out with you. Boom. Easy as that, you know what I mean? That's life. Natural selection. It's a beauty. Yeah, you take a little boo for that. Yeah, you like that shit? You like that shit, James? Yeah. What's up, Montan? You just a baby? But, that's okay, James. I'll smoke it for you. I had some old followers on Twitch pop in on the last stream. And it's a group of 3 of them. It's, Soda, S-O-T-A, Tears for Her, and another one, it starts with an A, can't remember, but Soda, all 3 of them used to be Stony Jabronis, and Soda doesn't smoke anymore. Graduated high school, he's going to college, and he's like, I gotta get this shit right, and ain't no better fucking time to do it than when you're going and trying to start your fucking career, you know? You gotta have your shit right. That's what I did. You know, I used to be a jabroni back in high school, and when I entered the career field, you know, I was clean, no smoking, no alcohol. I joined the military, I rocketed through that, and then after I got out of that, I retired, became a disabled veteran, and here I am. I don't really have that many responsibilities at this point besides taking care of my family, my animals, and myself. And now my band. And my babies. I love those people. And our bassist, Z, he's just been excelling lately. When he first entered the band, actually, Crash introduced him to us. And we met because of Crash, which, that's the fucking only good thing that came out of him was Z, you know, and at first Z didn't really know how to play bass that well. We were kind of like way ahead of him, and like, I don't want to say he was like holding us back, but we weren't helping him excel. He needed to buckle down by himself, and get like the basics down. And he did exactly that. He buckled down by himself, put the work in, got the basics down. He has a beautiful bass right now. And yeah, he's really been doing great. And I couldn't be more proud of that dude. Honestly, he's just been fucking doing awesome. Yeah, that's Agent Z. Agent K is just fucking a thug-ass motherfucker. He doesn't give a shit. He is a badass. I love him. Agent A, I love her. She's awesome. She is like the emotional support singer for sure. She is the glue of the band. She keeps everything chill, relaxed, and focused. Dude, she is on it. She owns that microphone. And that's what we love about her, man. She can, one, sing. She's a vocal coach, so she's helping us learn. And also, she is just like, she's got mic control, bro. She's got mic control. And can't wait to start releasing videos of the new band and what we've been playing. They're amazing songs. They're really hit, like, bumping songs that people don't listen to enough. But I will say one of them is Just a Girl by No Doubt. I'm telling you, Agent A sounds just like Gwen Stefani when she sings it. It is amazing. And she does Santeria so nicely. She has such like a floral voice, you know? Very natural. Love it. Hey, if you guys out there have any good band name suggestions, we're taking ballots right now. We're taking suggestions. So feel free to drop down some names if you have any like cool little phrases that you think would go good. You know, nothing obscene, nothing silly. We're a serious band. You know, we don't want to be named Penis Envy, even though that was a conversation at one point. I say that, and then there's a band out there called Butthole Surfers. No, that's fine, man. I am horrible at coming up with band names, so the rest of the band, no. It's not gonna come from me. I'm useless in that department. I can write songs, cannot come up with band names, bro, for the life of me. Like, all I do is sit around and look at things. Like, we could be named Clear Cutlery. Where did I get Clear Cutlery from? We could be called Clear Cutlery. We could be called Double Zipper. We can be called Master of Mixes. Yeah, and Scott Pilgrim's one, like, #1 favorite band. Metallica, honestly. I don't give a shit if it's Poser or not. I fucking love Metallica. You'd be silly to say they aren't good. Scott Pilgrim is #2. I have Scott Pilgrim on fucking vinyl, the green see-through collector's vinyl. I have it on DVD, the collector's box DVD. I fucking love that movie. It is such a good movie. I have the video game. Fucking, I used to, I don't have them anymore. I used to have the graphic novels as well. Fucking Scotty, bro. I love that movie, dude. Do you have a favorite character from Scott Pilgrim or a favorite song? My favorite song is Garbage Truck. Also, they're on Spotify. And did you know Beck wrote all of the music and helped teach them how to play their instruments? Scott Pilgrim, that kid, he already knew how to play bass, and he actually had to act like he didn't know how to play it so well because he was impressively good at playing the bass. But the drummer and the guitarist didn't know how to play drums, and the guitarist didn't know how to play guitar or sing, and they learned how to for the movie. And like Beck helped them and shit. Beck wrote all the songs. Really fucking cool movie. I love it. My personal favorite character is Knives Chow, because she's just kind of badass in the video game, and then also she's a Dance Dance Revolution goddess. Bro, tomorrow, I'll stream tomorrow. Well, I can't say that you'll be here tomorrow, but tonight, I have it in storage. Tonight, I'll pull the vinyl out of storage, and I'll just have it on hand, so next time you pop in, I'll be like, "Bah, check this out." It's fun, it's cool. So you're from Bolivia, right? Is that you, or are you from the UK? Because I had one of you guys from across the sea that came in around the same time as you, Gems, who was from Bolivia, or Batavia? I'm not sure which one it was. I feel bad now. I wrote down the town and everything. I was going to like research the town. And then there was one of you guys from Yorkshire, and then another one from around that area. Belgium! That's what it was, Belgium. It had a cool name, too. Oh, geez, my last stream on YouTube, when my phone died and I went down, it's age restricted because of, I don't know, me being me. All of this gets age restricted and all that good stuff. Whew. Oh, and you showed me that cool German band, dude. I still listen to them. They're in my Spotify mix. Thank you for that. You want a good American, like old school punk band? That Joan Jett was inspired from? She'd go and watch her every single time she played in New York. It's called The Gits. The G-I-T-S. The Gits. She's on Spotify, and she is a profoundly skilled singer. She chose to do grunge, but she was a trained singer to do opera and stuff like that, and she could sing anything. But her personal preference was she loved that grunge style. And before she became like famous in the real scene, she was just New York City famous with CBGB and stuff. She was murdered in the streets. Her and her friends were walking home, and she had to turn down another street, and they were like, "Oh no, just come down this way with us, and then we'll walk you home." And she was like, "No, I'll be fine, like you guys just have a good night." She decided to go home anyway, and right down the street from her apartment, she was like stabbed to death by somebody. They never caught the killer. It's an unsolved case. But yeah, they don't know who killed her, why, or anything like that. She's just dead. Right in the streets. And it's unfortunate because who knows what she could have accomplished, She is the reason why Joan Jett is Joan Jett, The Gits. G-I-T-S. Alexa, play The Gits on Amazon Music.
Shuffling The Gits and similar artists on Amazon Music.
This is her. Live. This is her live.
Alright, one more I'm gonna get onto it, so it's mine. Adrian! I can tell you yell anywhere, you dog again. Matt! You stunk.
The guitar kind of sucks.
And what ails me is the fact that you smile walking on by, yeah, when it hits me, see you still get kind of heavy.
That's what I'm not.
Yeah, when it's lay there.
Alexa, skip. That sucked. I don't know if this is her. Alexa, play Slightly Stupid on Amazon Music.
To only play music by Slightly Stupid, try Amazon Music Unlimited for this echo. It's free for 30 days. Then you ask me to cancel. Terms in the Alexa app.
Alexa, shut the fuck up. Play Slightly Stupid and similar artists on Amazon Music. Sorry about her.
Let's get back to the roots. Shuffling Slightly Stupid and similar artists on Amazon Music.
Just aggravating sometimes, She talks back. I swear they have like a fucking mind of their own. AIDS? She probably does have AIDS. Did you know content creators on Twitch don't have any control over ads playing on their shit? They have control over how much, and they can set it to minimum, but it'll still play ads. I don't think I'm big enough to have ads though. I only have like 20 followers, which is chill. You guys are awesome. I never know who I'm gonna get on any given day at any point. You know, Lord Cultish could pop in at any moment. Lord Cult is a legend in these mids. Next time he's in, I gotta make him a moderator or something. Just give him power in the realm. Good stuff, dude. What type of stuff do you stream? Video games? Just chill? I'll start shouting that shit out, bro. I don't have many subscribers at all, but anything's a something, right? You'll get local subscribers because I get people around you. There's always somebody popping in over on Kick, but nobody on Kick ever says much. Games and chill, word, man. That's like, you know, I don't know, that's the type of shit I watch. So. It's what I do. That's why I like to watch. It's relaxing, bro. It's natural. But, yeah, people on Kick usually don't say anything, don't interact. They just pop in and watch. And then maybe they'll tell me to like kill myself or some shit and they'll leave. YouTube, it's either I have nobody, or I have like a bunch of people. And usually it's nobody until after it's all posted and I'm not streaming anymore. Which I don't get because then, you know, like I'm not interacting with anybody. They're just kind of watching me, you know. Alexa, what time is it? 2:07 p.m. Yo, it's on Game Pass on Xbox. I don't know if you play Xbox. Medal of Honor Airborne. Awesome fucking game. Short, but it's a good game. You don't like a good game? They gotta add the rest of the Medal of Honor games, bro. I wanna play D-Day. Get a reverse D-Day on Airborne. They fall in behind the fucking beach, Omaha Beach. Oh no, it's Utah Beach. And they just fuck shit up. I was gonna start playing video games. I've talked about video games. It made me want to play video games. My phone's not charged enough to bring you anywhere other than right here. My back is killing me. Oh shit! Should take a moment and stretch, dog. My feet are dirty as shit. had a ticket over here I had to pay. Oh, where? Is it? No. That makes me nervous. If I have my wife help me find it. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck, dude? And it's like, this is how you know, like, these other people are fucking botting and shit. Because I feel like 99% of people ain't fucking saying anything, they're just watching. That's all they're doing. Yeah, dude. It's crazy, dog. Crazy world we live in. And like people sitting in front of like green screen and warehouses and shit. I think that's weird. Like, just stop faking reality, dude. It's weird. Ah. My back's all messed up right now. It sucks. Ooh. No, just kidding. Do you imagine if I just passed out after that? It's weird. It is. Sorry, I'm a slow reader. Like, really slow reader. I'm also stoned right now. I got a couple boxes of cigars off of a cigar bidding website that like allows me to get super nice cigars for cheap. And they're coming from Ireland. They're hand rolled in Ireland, and I'm really excited about them. One pairs well with Irish whiskey, which I happen to have some Irish whiskey, Conor McGregor's Irish whiskey. Doesn't get more fucking Irish than that. So I'll prepare it how I should. I'm not gonna drink any, I don't really drink, but I'll prepare it. You brush some on there and stuff with a piece of like cedar, you know, so I'll just do that. And yeah, I'm gonna sample a couple cigars and kind of like talk about it. I love cigars, I'm a connoisseur. I'm a weirdo. I'm weird as fuck. I like weird things. Dude, after that stretching session, I feel great. Ooh. Even if it's just like doing these stretches, man, you should just take a second to stretch. You know what I mean? It's good for you. And you can make it fun. You know, work on your coordination with it, brother. Ooh. Some fucking weird ass ballet stretching right here, but it feels so good. You just kind of have to focus on your breathing, you know? Control it in through your nose, out through your mouth. You know what I mean? Woo! Oh, my hip. Should stretch more. You know, and I fully encourage, when I stretch on stream, you should stretch too. Just take a second. I'm talking to you while I'm stretching. You know, just kind of like, take this second for you. Let me give you a second for yourself. You know what I mean? Ooh. All right. This is the side that hurts. Lots of popping. Don't forget to control your breathing and stay calm. Oh, yep, there's that hip pop. Boom, boom, boom. And then if you want a really good core workout, all you gotta do, stand on one leg for a little while. Use something to find your balance if you have to. Keep your core tight. Even juggling. Anything that has to do with balance has to do with your core. Ooh. Just focus on balancing. Even if it's like you're struggling to balance, just don't hurt yourself. You know, don't be afraid to grab something to regain your balance. It's a great core workout. Don't forget to do both legs though. Because along with working your core, you know, you're working your hamstring and your joint support, you know, and your joint strength. Goddamn ballerinas, bro. Think about it. You ever seen a fat ballerina? It's so done. A hard time balancing with my eyes closed. Hell yeah, dog. Ba, 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 ba. Now I'm just gonna do some Asian squats, bro. You squatting with your heels on the ground. You know what I mean? Well, should sit like this for at least like 15 minutes a day. And what I do is instead of sitting in a chair, I sit like this. And since I know I shouldn't sit like this for longer than 15 minutes in one given period, like half an hour, you know, you just don't want to like, if you start feeling like pain, like at first I felt pain in my shins and my thighs and my knees. Now I can sit like this for almost an hour and not feel pain. You shouldn't be sitting down for very long in general, you know? So instead of sitting in a chair, you sit like this. You don't want to sit like this for very long because after a while, your knees do get sore, your feet get sore. You stand back up, and it's all right to stand up and watch the TV. Yeah, I love sitting like this, you know? Like, it's all right to stand up and watch the TV. Stand up and play video games. You know, stand up and look at your phone. Just don't look down. Like, I have this selfie stick thing that I use as a tripod. Like, it's a tripod thing. I put my phone in this and I watch YouTube and shit. I sit here, I eat, and it's in here. And, you know, keeps me from looking down so often. Like, if it works, it works. You know what I mean? Oh, man. I gotta focus on my back being straight. I was slumped forward pretty bad. Yeah, man. Oh, some good stuff right there, brother. What's up, brother? Sketch, dude. He's fun. He's a fun person. Whew. Get some You should get some water, man. Hydrate. Yeah. That's what we would do in the military. Like, get water. Be like, to let everyone else know, like, hey, I'm getting water. Everybody else should hydrate as well. We'd shout out. Somebody would hydrate, and everybody would have to at least take a sip. Doesn't have to be a lot. And like how I do it now, every time I think about water, every time I look at water, like the pool or something, I'm like, bro, I should take a sip of water, you know? So if you're not hydrated, you're not healing, you know what I mean? And if you're not healing, then what the fuck are you doing? Nothing good. Honey, where's my creatine? Yo, what? I said, where's my creatine? It's in the washer. For reals though, I can't find my creatine. Hydrate! There was another thing, when I was in boot camp, we had these keys that we had to keep on us at all times, protect. You know, if we left our lockbox unlocked, our drill sergeants would go through that shit and they would flip the bunks, bro. They'd fucking destroy that barracks. And yeah, so that would be a thing. Like if you ever had to take your key out, or you saw your key was out, or you saw somebody else's key was out, you know, you were working out and it falls out from time to time. You'd yell out, key check! Key check! And everybody would be like, oh shit, my key, is my key out? Oh fuck. It was awesome. Like people would panic, like, oh. And if you saw somebody else in a different platoon, like key out, not everybody had keys, but if you saw it, you'd be like, key check! Everyone. I gotta cash out my wife some money. everyone be checking no matter what. I don't care if it's a joke, dude. That's a fucking, but if you joking, that's a way to fucking get them. Man, if you fucking got somebody with a joke or pranked somebody, they get you back. So it's like, they'll know, and they'll get you. They'll fucking get you, bro. There's a thing called gargoyling, where, we were actually told that we're not allowed to do this. We're not allowed to talk about this. And I'm going to talk about this anyway. Our drill sergeants, when we first got there, told us we are not, like, if we are caught gargoyling, we are going to get severely punished. I don't know what it meant, but they're like, no gargoyling. And like, these are serious motherfuckers. These are like, if you're out of line, I'm going to throw you against the wall, press you up, scream in your face. Ah! You know? These motherfuckers don't mess around. Like, they're like, we're training you to be killers. You're killers. We're killers. We're all killers. You know what I mean? So when they told us something, we were like, yes, sir. So they're like, no gargoyling. Do not gargoyle. If you're caught gargoyling, you will be severely punished. We were like, first day there, we don't know what that is. Raise our hand. Sir, trainee Belch reporting his order. Sir. Don't give me a sir sandwich. It's only one sir. Yes, sir. Trainee Belch reporting his order. What's gargoyling? They're like, it's when you get naked, butt naked, no underwear, and get on top of another trainee's fucking locker, and you sit there like a gargoyle until they get up to check their clothing, and you jump out on them, buck-ass naked. That's a gargoyle. And we're like, wait, what did he just say? What? The fuck? Yes, sir. You know, so that's a way to get somebody back. Another one was like, if you, what was it? I'm not sure how to like put this. You know what I mean? This is a hard one to explain. So you could take people's like things like shampoo or body wash or conditioner, and it was really easy to get like essential oils at the processing store, the BX, the exchange on base, and it was really cheap there, you know. So if you know, just put like a little bit of mint oil in somebody's body wash, or laced their cleaning rag with it, you know, next time they shower, their dicks are gonna be on fire, bro. Just like, you know what I mean? That mint oil, that shit's strong, bro. Like, yeah. And you know, like we got the whole speech about hazing is, like burns. It burns like a motherfucker. It's like putting icy hot on that shit. It burns, bro. You know, they told us hazing wasn't allowed. Everybody did it anyway. you know, because I mean, like, really, if you're going to tell on somebody, you're a bitch. You're just a bitch. I don't know how else to put that. And if you're like, no, don't call me a bitch, that hurts my feelings. Dude, you sound like a bitch. So, it is what it is. Yeah, man, there was definitely some hazing at a certain point. Exactly. I was in tech school, and we were close to Louisiana, if not in Louisiana. I don't know, that region of the United States. And Mardi Gras was going on, and I was on entry control. That means I was fucking fancy rank on my shoulder and being like, yo, I'm in charge of people coming in and out of this building. If I say you're not allowed in this building, you're not allowed in this building. If you don't have credentials and you're not supposed to be here, you can't. No, most of the time I was hanging out in the smoke pit, trading entry for cigarettes. And somebody came with a carton. Here's a carton of cigarettes, some Little Debbie snacks, and beer. And I was like, what do you need? Anything you need, sir. How can I help you? And they're like, we want to go to Mardi Gras. It's a group of my homies, you know? So I was going to do whatever they wanted anyway. They're my bros, you know? They're like, we're going to Mardi Gras, you know? One of them was from New Orleans, and this little fucking swamp pirate was bringing them out to his stomping grounds to party it out, you know? And I was like, yeah, of course, you know? Like, yes, sir, whatever you need. When you leaving? And they're like, we're leaving right now. And I guess standing in the staircase listening to all this was another little airman that we didn't like. And we're gonna, for the fun of it, call him Ratfuck. Ratfuck didn't like it. Ratfuck was really upset about it. And he went to the sergeants the next morning and snitched, even though they left. Not in the morning. It was like a Saturday. They left Saturday night. They were gone Sunday. Monday morning, sergeants came back, and Ratfuck told on them. Ran straight to the sergeants and was like, you'll never believe what the airmen troop did. And, you know, everybody was called into the office, including me, because I was on entry control that night. And we have to stand at parade rest. They're like, did you guys leave base over the weekend and go to Mardi Gras? And they were like, yes, sir. And he looks at me and he's like, did you or did you not get bribed to let your fellow airmen leave to go to Mardi Gras entry control? Yes, sir, I did. Gentlemen, stand at attention. I am very proud of your honesty on this evening. Ratfuck, you are being stationed in Hawaii alone. Have a good evening. He was straight up like, Ratfuck, your orders have been changed. You are no longer being stationed on American soil. You are being stationed in Hawaii by yourself. Good luck. The only person out of any one of our graduating, anywhere near it. Anybody that's in the past, 8 years of that career field getting stationed over there. He's the fucking cleaning, handrails over there and shit. Not even kidding. That's just what we did. We were janitors and shit. Yeah, but in military terms, it's not U.S. soil because it's not inland, right? You have to leave the United States, go on to international waters to get there. Same with Alaska. You have to go through Canada to get to Alaska. So it's technically an overseas like orders thing or whatever. So because it's not part of like the mainland, but yes, it's the United States. So it was in Guam. But yeah, rat fuck ended up getting punished. That's not exactly how it went. It was way fucking worse than that. Rat fuck got screamed out. We all had to do a bunch of fucking push-ups on the spot. Like the other sergeant came in and started screaming at us because it was their turn. They're like, I didn't get to scream at you yet and I'm pissed off. They all talked like that. And then like we got put on duties. So of course I got put back on entry control, which I was fine with. Sorry, I was on the phone with my dad. But all the push-ups that I did in the military has made it so I can do handstand push-ups now. So that's like a cool little party trick I could whip out. You know, it's fun. It's just like push-ups are just like at this point. It's mind over matter. Yes. I can only do like 3. But still, any amount of handstand push-ups are handstand push-ups. So, it's whatever. Yeah, the military was an interesting time. I was a pre-COVID military person. Now, I was in the military during COVID, and I got out during COVID. So, like, seeing what the military had turned into at that point, and what it is now, it's just a completely different environment. There's no such thing as morale anymore. Not the same morale, at least. There's morale, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Don't tell a Marine they don't have morale. They do. That's a different realm. The thing is, I could never join the military because you're just fighting for rich people that want to get richer. I agree. Now, personally, I've joined the military because, like, I was just, like, very passionate about my country, you know, but being in the military, you know, I was young and I was naive. And being in the military, I really opened my eyes to, what is actually going on, and the fact that you're just the, like, pawns on someone else's chessboard, and they're only playing chess because they disagree with each other is fucking ridiculous, and I don't like it. History, brother, I know. I am extremely invested in history now. Wasn't always, but I am now. And that's what matters. Better late than never. That's what I always say. I'm looking for my marijuana device. It's in pen form. Like the last time U.S. The last time U.S. intervened was actually to do for something was World War II. I agree, the last time the U.S. intervened to do something, like, for good was World War II. After that, you know, Vietnam happened, and I think you'd be an absolute fucking nutcase to think there was any good fucking reason for Vietnam. There's nothing... I mean, like, did anything good really come out of that? You know, like, it was a peace treaty that when it went up a few years ago, back in, like, 2018, everyone was really fucking stressed out that Korea was just gonna fucking start slaughtering people. And, we were just like, please, you know, 10 more years or some shit like that. What happens when it's up again? They're fucking insane. Did we help anything, or did we just involve ourselves in some major bullshit that we did not need to involve ourselves in? Because before that, they didn't have any fucking targets at us. Whole of Korea might, maybe. But also, when we pressed into Korea, we got the sights of China pointed at us. And that's not fucking good. We pushed too far. We went into China. We got confused. To be fair, that's what happened, is we got confused. I will admit. And I mean, like, yeah, Korea, whole country of communists, but we went into Vietnam because they were communists, and they're still communists. We lost. You win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? But, I don't know, man. Korea was a wild one. Lots of bad happened to Korea. And lots of good happened in Korea. You know, they're not... Fucking... It is what it is. You know? Had we not gotten involved with Korea, all of Korea would be communist, but getting involved with Korea, now it's like they hate us for real. For real, they teach their people that no, you can't. Like, if you just kill like a crazy fucking leader, another crazy leader is just gonna be a martyr and pick up where he left off. It's a very delicate situation for sure. Where is my marijuana pen? Yeah, you know, lots of silly stuff is happening in the Middle East right now. And there's a lot of conflict on that in the United States. Personally, I believe at this point we should just be able to sit tree, like, believes and what the country's leader believes are two vastly different things. We are just people trying to survive out here in the streets, you know? They have all the power in the world, all the money in the world, and are involving people that really just, like, you go overseas, you fucking get involved into a war, and then next thing you know, like, you're killing somebody and you have, like, guilt over it because you realize they're just another human being. Maybe in a different world, in a different lifetime, you know, like if they weren't at war on a different time, years ago, years in the future maybe, if they met, they could have been friends. They could have shared a good time, a drink maybe. Their kids could have been friends. But then you're just here fucking murdering them in their own land because your president, your king, your dictator, whoever, is pissed off at another one. And it's like, when do we realize that we aren't really fighting for anything anymore? We're not fighting for a purpose. Like, for you over there, it's obviously different. Over here in America, the United States, North America, in general, North America. Sorry, I'm still looking for my marijuana device. There has not been a direct threat to us in a long time. Is Al-Qaeda a threat? Sure, to everybody. They're terrorists. That's kind of their thing, is they want to kill anyone that's not agreeing with them. But besides that, like, we have minor... we have minor terrorist, like, things happen, like maybe a shooting, maybe a stabbing, whatever. It happens all over the world. That's why we have police. It doesn't mean that we're gonna blame an entire country for it. Everybody go in there and start killing people? Of course people are gonna pick up guns and fight back. Nobody wants that shit in their backyard. Nobody wants that. Come on, man. Yeah, man. We just, like, we need, I don't know. Like, in the olden times, all the empires just expanded. Yeah, you know, empires expand when they sit because empires have people. People make more people. More people make more people. You need more room at a certain point. It makes sense, you know? Same reason why empires crumble. It's because there's too many people. It gets spread too far out. That's why Rome fell. It was the emperor of Rome trying to control the whole world. That's gonna crumble. That's why a one world government doesn't work. That's never gonna work. It's spread too far. There's always gonna be different factions all over the world. Same thing happened in Rome. And it fell. Now you have all this fucking random shit. You know? Crazy shit, man. For a little bit, Gems, we had another person in Twitch, and there was somebody on YouTube. I don't think there is anymore. Alexa, what time is it?
2:50 p.m.
250. Okay. A little bit longer. We gotta get out of here. You see me laughing? Because it's kind of funny to me. The way she said she never take her loving for free. Expect the German Empire that fell because the bad guys didn't want to own up what they did. Yeah, you know, the Holocaust and all that shit. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about, like, the Germanic Empire, like, medieval empire, when they were just, like, fucking psychopaths? Austria didn't get off easy. Let's be real. World War I. Oh, right. Still, bunch of fucked up shit. They were fucked up until that point. And then, they got more fucked up. With World War II. That's just a short amount of time after. Was your guys' like, well-being and everything highly affected during that time? Like, do you guys still have, like, you know, like, what was, Hungary got off the worst because they lost all the mines and stuff. I agree, man. They kind of got fucked over. Parkour was invented, though, by the French Special Forces, so they could circumnavigate their cities of France easier to fight back in the war, like the French revolutionists. Yep, the French invented parkour. I think it was literally like Paris or something, I don't know. French Special Forces. Yeah. Oh, my back. Crazy cracks in my backs. Also, if that was not enough, they became a Soviet state. Who, Hungary? She. It's crazy, bro. The Soviets are fucking insane. You know, if you go to a lot of, like, surrounding countries to Russia, to this day, they have Soviet, like, paraphernalia everywhere. Like, next to their, like, today, you go to China, next to the Chinese flag is Soviet Union flags. Like, they still fly the flags. The Soviet Union is very much alive in the surrounding countries, including Russia. You go to Russia, there are Soviet flags in Russia. There are communists in Russia. It is, like, the main government there. Look up a YouTuber called Small Brained American. When he goes to those countries, like Turkey, China, all those fucking countries, he goes Russia, he videotapes that shit. He shows that shit. He don't give a fuck, bro. Look it up. He also goes to North Korea. North Koreans support the communists, too. They fly the Soviet flag. He looked at North Korea from the Chinese border of Korea. Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of people go to South Korea to look over the border there. It's all makeup. You go to China and look over the border of China into North Korea, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. There's a bunch of North Koreans working in that part of China too, and they try to talk to you, and they're fucking weirdos. I've never been. Small Brain American on YouTube. Look it up. Amazing traveler. Transistra? What's transistra? Chat, tell me what transista is. Is that a, like, country or something? Oh, man. I'll wait for you, Jims. I'll wait for you to answer that. But, yeah, man, fucking... For the longest time in, like, America and shit like that, we were told that the Communist Union is dead and it does not exist anymore. Gorbachev and, like, Nixon or Reagan or whoever it was, I can't remember, they, like, convinced Gorbachev to fucking end the Soviet Union, and they teach us that he did end the Soviet Union, and it had turned into, like, just the Russian government, and they have a president, and it's not called, like, you know, it's a democratic government and shit now. That's what we were told. They're Democrat. It's like, just let me brainwash you. These are not the droids you're looking for. Like, that doesn't work, bro. Transnistria, they are the last remaining Soviet republic, even though they aren't recognized by the United Nations. United Nations. That's fucking. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Transnistria or whatever. They're the last remaining Soviet republic, even though they aren't recognized by the United Nations. That's really interesting. I'm gonna look that shit up. According to them, they are part of Romania. Romania. That's really interesting. Romania is a fucked up place. I think everyone can agree that Romania is where vampires are from. One, vampires are from Romania. I don't like that. Two, it's full of sex trafficking. Moldova. Moldva. Mold, Virginia. Vlad the Impaler. Moldova. Yeah, that's who Dracula is based off of, is, what was his name? Alexa, what was Vlad the Impaler's name?
Vlad the Impaler's full name was Vlad III Dracula.
His name was Vlad III Dracula. Vladimir Dracula III. It's Vladimir Dracula III. That's who the book Dracula is based off of. Loosely. Hold on loosely. But anyway, Romania's fucked up. Moldova, fucked up. Vlad the Impaler, fucked up. Oh, man, it really hurts my fucking back to do this. Ow! But I'd feel bad if I just put just a few dishes away. By the way, wait. Vampires or Polish wrestlers just made their own thing and they call it Romanism. Xenophobia against Eastern Europeans. Xenophobia? That's interesting. But yeah, there's interesting history on Vlad. He was imprisoned during his childhood, and he was locked in dungeons. And while he was locked in there because he was the heir, and his uncle didn't want him to take the crown. So he locked him in the dungeons so he couldn't claim the fucking crown. And they wouldn't feed him or anything like that. He pretty much survived by drinking water out of puddles and eating rats. And during that time, he would take splinters off of his like cell walls and shit like that of wood and started impaling the rats, right? Just for fun, just because he enjoyed doing it. Because since he was 2 years old to like the point of 18 years old, he was trapped in a fucking dungeon in the basement of the castle of Romania, or whatever the fuck like that. Whatever. And then once his uncle died, they let him out of the dungeon and let him be king. And that's when he started just impaling people that didn't agree with him. He would stick pikes through their ass out of their mouth, still alive, and drain the blood out of them, and then bathe in the blood. And he was just a crazy emperor, and he would do that with all of his enemies, and he died very young. He died at like the age of 20 or 30. Glad the Impaler's a fucked up person. Alright, I gotta get off here. I'll see you later.